Hey guys, and welcome to another live stream that we are having, talking about the Dinofury series going on. Now, if you keep seeing me glance to the side, I've got two monitors set up right now, so it is very interesting to go back and forth on this. So let's see how this plays out for the future. I've rechanged up our new entire screen. Can you guys hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up. Someone say something in the chat. Do. Waiting on you. Hi, dude. Hey, Fett, can you hear me all good? Thumbs up. All good? Cool. Max, hey, how's it going? How's it going? Are you good? Good, good. Okay, let me readjust here, get kind of in the center of the screen. Okay, guys, so we have a lot to talk about pretty soon. I believe the release date for Dinofury Season 2 Part 2 will be coming out in the next month and a half, I believe. I think month. So we're going to see a lot of big changes coming up pretty soon of what's going to be happening there. And I wanted to kind of go over that with you guys and hear what you guys' thoughts were, as well as you guys hear my thoughts. How is this series going to end? Are they going to end with like Turbo going into space, chasing after the villain? Or is it them just going to go looking after for the planet of Zato and Ion? How's it going, Spooky? How you doing, man? But before we begin, let's just see, how's everyone doing tonight? I hope you guys are all doing well and looking bright for the futures behind you. As you can see more behind me, you can see my lovely bed all made up, along with a few Zords and stuff like that, my blam walls, mainly because I've had a lot of time of not being able to work on it here. The past few days have been kind of crappy with kind of getting sick and the like. But I hope you guys have all been doing good and not suffering from the head cold that I had. So, what's going on there? Okay-ish, Fat? What do you mean okay-ish? I saw you putting out some videos recently. Congratulations on those. I still can't find the Sentinel, sadly. I've got to find any Sentinels at any of my targets. And my roommate is a manager there, and he has yet to see any come in. No problem, man. I get this a little bit closer so you guys can hear me a little better. Okay. Since everything seems to be going off well there, we have about 5 on there and 2 thumbs up. That's good to hear. What do you guys think? I came up with some ideas. I wrote down on a piece of paper here. We know that Lord, you found one at 3 targets. Yeah, I need to start going out of town there, but I've been too busy. I've got a convention this weekend, a convention last weekend, and I hopefully have a weekend off next week. But so let's talk about Dinofury before I get distracted once more, right then and there, and then we'll go into some questions. Lord Zed, we know he's coming back for all this. You mean good Lord? What does that mean? That's not how I want to start out this. Lord Zed, we know he's coming back. Is he going to be the main antagonist from here on out, all the way to Cosmic Fury? What do you guys think? Make sure to put it in the comments down below. What is going on here? I've got messages like crazy. None of them are important. That's a lot of conversation. Conventions? Yeah. Oh, you have no idea. I'll list off all my conventions here after the show. Will be the big bad next season? Zed. So we got Fett saying that he is going to be the big bad. What do you? Come on, give me a few more guys out there. You guys have opinions out there, and I'll let you think. Well, I'm gonna think it's gonna go. I was right so far about Zed in the writing of the comic book because I kind of saw where it's gonna go from there. But we'll see how it goes on from there. Serpentera comes back. Ooh, that is interesting. In truth, I would love to get that Zorda redemption story. Let me write that down. Serpentera coming back. Okay. With good batteries. Well, I mean, technically the Machine Empire, the last remnants with Vengex, not the Vengex virus, but General Vengex, did make it have better batteries. No, it exploded because Cole Evans flew down its gullet and slashed it from the inside out on his motorcycle. That's how Serpentera was destroyed. But Serpentera would be very interesting. They could have brought back some other ways with it. He could use some magical voodoo thing going on there. So you think Zed is going to be using that ship, Serpentera, on his conquest for whatever he's going for. Maybe he's going to go crown himself the Grand Monarch of Evil. I don't know. In truth, I don't think it's going to be Zed. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I don't think it's going to be Zed. I think it's going to be something else. Why is that? Becomes Dark Spectre. I actually hoping it's actually Dark Spectre comes back. And like that's what I really want. I want to see Dark Spectre redeemed. He didn't die. It just took him so long to re-amalgam into his new lava form. He is a space interdimensional demon, guys. Dark Spectre could be the future of it all. I really believe that. And so I think it's actually going to be Dark Spectre because in the comics, they're playing him at like the Thanos level. We have, in truth, Zed is a great intro towards that, but they could be like, oh, when he is out there, he met someone far greater and he's going, crap. That's true. The Psychos could still technically morph. They wouldn't really morph, but that's true. They are kind of like lampreys feeding off of him. They were getting more power. This is true. So I don't know. I'm hoping it's actually. I like Lord Zed is awesome villain and stuff like that, and I like what they did. Like he's ruthless. He like the Rangers even specified we can't beat him. We would get our butts kicked by him if it did happen, and it showed that he could destroy them pretty handily. I'm happy by that, but I really want to see Dark Spectre as the actual main antagonist because I don't know what they would do if they did do that. Do you think they'd bring Rita back if they had Lord Zed as the main villain? What do you guys think? Rita Repulsa, but not as Rita Repulsa as the villainess, as the mistress of magic, helping them out. What do you got, guys? Come on, give me some flavor answers here. Don't be afraid. Go off the wall. Do you think it's gonna happen? Ooh, you said ooh. Spooky goes ooh. That's what we get here. I'm waiting for you guys. I want to see what your guys' response are. I know there's 5 people in this involved in this match. Max is in here. I know that. Fet's in here. Who else is in here? We got Vibranium. I got too many mouses here, guys. Let's see here. Participants. Okay. Kevin. Keith. No, not Keith. Kevin. I'm sorry. Kiva Bowman. They're here. How's it going? Welcome to the chat. Feel free to put down things that have to relate to Power Rangers and Dinofury. What do you guys think? My headphones died. I'm sorry that. I would hate it. I feel like Rita got a good ending to her story. Only being said ending is sort of up in the air. That's true. That is true. I believe that Rita would actually get a redemption story. Not if she's turned back to evil, but if she came back and helped turn Zeddy back to good. You're good. No, I understand. I believe. Well, Zed got his final blessings, but they brought back Zed because mainly they needed a villain that was nostalgic and terrifying. And the only really one that people really remembered as the most terrifying villain of the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger era was Lord Zed. And so that is why they pulled back on it. And he is evil. Now, a good Rita fighting against a really powerful Lord Emperor of Evil Zed, that would be awesome. And that's how they do it. That'd be so cool. Ghost will do that to you, apparently, Fet. No, so Zed wasn't dead. He was purified, is what the energy wave did. It purified him of the evil. The Zed that we now know it's weird because it's either a time travel version or the guy resurrected the evil form of Zed from the past, which would mean that instead of being evil, he used time travel. Either way, he used some type of time thing. You can't just resurrect evil aspect because it's not like he's just shade. If he was, it'd be like a ghostly form. No, he basically took the Zed from the most evil point and brought him back here without his staff, which he's gone and looking for. And it looks like he may have found there. Now, the question is Thrax actually his son? I don't know. That will hopefully be talked about. I hope he's not his son. He was just a fanboy who really wanted to be involved there. But I felt like we did a pretty good discussion on this topic. Zed has a lot to things. We're going to figure out at the end of the season. When this series comes out, I'm basically going to dedicate an entire day of just like watching it all and not go to work. I'm going to have someone cover my job for me. Don't tell the people that work for me that. Okay, so next topic of discussion. Void King is involved. Now, do you think Void King is going to be purified and freed from his mutation? You'll cover Fett? Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. Do you guys think Void King is going to be cleansed and become maybe a ranger? Well, technically, as Void Knight, he was technically a ranger in himself because it's an amorpher of sorts. You think yes, he is? That he's being cleansed to become a ranger, or do you think he's just being cleansed? Because he would be a pretty good mentor / alpha. Because technically speaking, he knows the galaxy because he is not a human per se, or maybe he is a human, a ranger for next season. I believe so as well. I really hope he is like a redeemed things like he needs to purify himself. He was already halfway through that until he was turned into Void King. And I hate the costume design for Void King. I think he looks like more like a Joker rather than the King. So we got Fett's answer. What do you got, Spooky? What do you guys got, Max? Come on, Bowman. Give me some answers here. Don't be afraid to comment. I'm going to look who's in the chat here again. If you are new to the chat, don't be afraid to go in there. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Wrong thing. Participants. I can see you all in here. Don't be coming after me like that. Too quiet, guys. You're just too quiet tonight. You're like afraid to say your opinions. I'm not afraid of it. Don't worry about it. I'm doing a lot of talking here, so I'm going to wet my whistle a few times. Do you guys even like Void King? Your wife got mad? I hope not at me. Because I didn't do it. I swear. You're working. You're sneaking this in at work? You know what, Max? You're my hero. You're a good man. You're a good man. So you know what? Revolution against work. No, I do not think Void Queen is going to be a villain, a ranger. She's going to be a villain all the way through. I think she has some connection to Area 52 or something like that? What is that where she was held at, guys? Can someone look that up? It was Area 52? Because if so, I have a quick little state. Figure that out where that's at, guys, because it's Area 52. Good. Because in the rule book for the role-playing game of Power Rangers, it says Area 52 is in Angel Grove. That means it's another connection to the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. How long were they on Earth for? What happened to her that entire time? Where did she come from, and why does she hate humans so much? I don't see there any redemption for her at all, because when she could have like left immediately, and she was like, I'm gonna kill somebody. Justin did the experiment. Don't bring Justin, but I would love to see Justin brought back in this from Turbo. That would be a great redemption story. He comes back and helps them out for an episode or two. That'd be awesome. Go redemption to his character. People go, well, he's a human. He's an adult now. The Promethean connection. I don't know. That could be a connection. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that can be said here. It could be Promethea. It could be a great connection. The Promethean connection is only brought in currently, besides the fact that with the actual TV series of Creator Terra Venture, but also nothing else. We don't know if it has the same universe qualities as what's in the comics right now. There is a lot to be said there. I believe that Void Queen is not going to be redeemed. I believe that Void King is going to be redeemed. He's a really good character. I think he's going to be redeemed and brought back as Void Knight and become the Void Ranger. That'd be really cool. And Void Queen will be locked up or destroyed. I believe that there's no redemption for her character because she's crazy. Like, she's not mentally stable. She went through some ordeal that just basically said she's full of vengeance and the like. And every time we've met a character full of vengeance, be it Zeltrax or somebody, they are literally consumed so much by it, they end up exploding at the end of the series. I don't know if she's going to make it that far into the series itself, or maybe she does. Because You think she's cute? I mean, I love her costume. I love Void Queen's costume design. Everything about it was just like, that is an awesome villain. And I think she's the same race as Zato at one point, not anymore because she's now like mixture of those things. Amelia's mother is probably Void Queen, so you think she's gonna redeem some way? Nah. We huh. Huh. That's interesting. Why would you think that? It's probably Void Queen. They've got no hints that Amelia's half alien at all, besides the fact that I believe that she's obsessed with aliens. Spoilers. Oh, spoilers. I don't know. That's why she's so mad. No, I think she was so mad that maybe she was tortured or she was taken away. I'm not exactly certain what was going on there. There could be so many different things explained, and I feel as though if we do get a story, it's going to be like a one episode. They took her baby. That could have been it. That is a good idea. That's a good like little jumping around there, and her lunch. Ooh. But what was she doing on Earth to begin with? Did she come to Earth and fall in love? Not with Void Knight at the time, but with somebody else? Because Void Knight doesn't know about anything about a child, or seem to even care about a child. And she has not declared they took something from me. No, they apparently tortured her in some way. You think her and Zed are gonna you think that's gonna happen? She's looking for Zed? I don't know. She's definitely not looking for Zed. I don't think she even knew Zed was alive. I think she was looking to kill somebody. I think maybe she was trying to run and looking for the Power Rangers for help, and then it just turned to crap immediately. If she came to look for Earth for something, she came to the Power Rangers because her planet was going somewhere, disappearing, because it's the same planet as Zato's, and her planet's somewhere out there. What do you guys think? I could be entirely wrong, and you guys could be entirely right, but she's not a mentally stable person. Until we get more information, she's not there. Don't be afraid to speak up, guys. I love it. I love all this banter. I know Max is working. Fett, what's your excuse? Come on, throw me some more out there. And Spooky got yelled at by his wife. Who do I hope to return? Okay, I'll answer this while we're waiting. Justin would be a great way to bring this back. For space-wise, Andros. Or anything from the Terra Venture. Any type of Terra Venture Ranger, but Galaxy Rangers, I think would be great. I want Darkonda back. Why? Because I love Darkonda as a villain. You're cooking dinner for your wife? Well, get her in here and watch and help her on page and have her ask questions. Don't be afraid. Drakina has already played out her roles. I want basically something to deal with that. I don't know. There's so many things I want to return to. I want old veteran rangers, kind of what they did for Megaforce, to be brought back. But given their their time to lead or give their own wisdom to rather than just like 5-second cameos or 1-minute cameos, I want them to be involved like something straight from like when Operation Overdrive, when the old Rangers came back for like 2 episodes and worked together. I want to be like crossover episodes, like every other episode, with them calling back these Rangers to help them out, and then tying them at the very end, and then at the very end of the series of Cosmic Fury, all the Rangers show up again and do a great battle, like what should have been for Megaforce. That's what I wanted to happen. But are we going to get that? I hope. Now, okay, Max has something. I think if they were all from RAVCon, it would have been easier to get what they wanted. Like all the Rangers were for RAVCon? Max, what are you thinking there? But better, dude, and follow what people have been doing all this time. Yes, I want to know what they've been doing. What has been the colony of Terra Venture been doing on Minoria? I want that all there. I want these questions that were brought up. The Lost Galaxy. Did Did Rafcon get pulled into Lost Galaxy? That'd be a good tie-in. That's why we can't find it. It just got sucked into Lost Galaxy by some unknown means. We have all these questions out there, and we could give so many more. They could bring back Alpha again as a mentor. Are we going to see Mick, who is connected to the morphing grid and someone is just falling around the Ninja Star? My hands are wailing around like an Italian mafioso, guys. I'm really excited. That's how excited I am. There's so many questions. Do you guys think we're going to see Mick again? He's already showed up in season 1. I think so. If Rafcon's my planet, I can't spell the planet. No, it's Miriano or something. Something like that. I don't think it's her planet. I think Rafcon was pulled into the Lost Galaxy, or no, it had to be pulled in the Lost Galaxy. It wasn't destroyed, because if there was, they went to the location and there wasn't anything there. The stars were all there. There wasn't any rebel. It was pulled away into or captured, and it wasn't by Zed because he wasn't free then, and it had been missing a long time. And there was talked about a doom coming. So it could have technically been in Zed because it was 65 million years ago. And yeah, that gets complicated. I don't know. There's some sort of threat that is going on there. And we know that Zed is connected to the Morphing Masters in some fashion, that the Morphing Masters are so connected. Thank you, Max. It was deleted from the archives. No, it wasn't deleted from the archives. They were able to find its exact location, but it wasn't there. They found where the stars were, if you watch the episode, but there's just empty void space. They go, this is it, but the planet's not here. So that's an issue there. I believe that someone, after the Rafcon Knights left and came to Earth and fought and were in comatose states, stuck on planet Earth for 65 million years, at some between then and now, a Star Wars joke, thanks. Oh, it's leading from the archive. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. If it's not in the archives, it doesn't exist, says the Jedi, who apparently doesn't believe that information could be deleted. But I believe that someone captured it, and there are so many different connections. I don't believe that Zed had anything to do with it. Jocasta knew. I believe that someone else entirely, Dark Spectre, could have done it because it had a direct connection to that, and I believe that's why Dark Spectre was involved there, because he was around and he was growing in power. It could have been Master Vile. It could have been so many more other people, guys. We don't know. Now, Zordon's Wave did go out, but we've seen other characters from the past still alive and survive that. Thrax, technically, even though I don't believe that he's actually the son of Zed, or like until Zed says otherwise. We have Babu, was shown in SPD. We had a few others. Finster technically survived in the comics and the like. We got out of these people get purified. We could actually also see Divatox, good form, shown up again, and Divatox's mother still as a pirate queen. So, what do you guys think? He's really Zoran's kid? That'd be funny. Scorpina could come back. In the comics, they explained that she was sucked into the other dimension and is currently there. We don't know exactly what is going on for the series. There is so many questions, and until we see the second half of the series, there's just so many left open answers. If I can see this ending, I can know so much more. All I know for certain is Zed's there. Void Queen doesn't know who the hell Zed is, I believe, at all. And Void King does know. Like, they go, Zed, you're dead. And basically, how are you back? And stuff like that. That was shown early on. But I don't know. There's just so many different things to happen, guys. Do you guys want to see Divatox come back, but not as like Divatox, but as her redeemed form? I don't know why I'm counting off of my pinky. I should do it with my index thing. But pinky. Some pinkies crossed. I want to see a Divatox. Yes, you do? Good, Fed. Because you're a believer. What do you think, Max? I know you're at work. Do you want to see Divatox? You believe it? You better believe it. I'm gonna call out to Naruto fans out there. Believe it. While we're waiting for people to answer this, yes, all redemptions should be returned. In truth, if they survived or have the possibility of still surviving, yes, bring them back. Or bring back a guy who's traveling through time, pulling off all these villains that need to be redeemed. Bring back Zeltrax. That man did not accomplish anything, and Tommy barely understood who the hell he was half the time. He goes like, "Oh yeah, he was my friend, Smitty," the entire time. Yeah, whatever, Smitty. Let's not redeem him, but whatever. Like, come on, you missed some more. What if, guys? It just came to me. If it is Zed, mind you, if it is Zed or if it's Dark Spectre, what if his villains of the week aren't exactly just villains of the week, but they're the Psycho Rangers, a new team of Psycho Rangers? What do you guys think? And one of the generals, we have Lord Zed, but we also have, instead, Psycho Green. You want a Ranger? You mean like corrupted? Or like there? Because I would love to see some corrupted Rangers. Like they're forced to fight against them and then redeem them and break them free. And they were like broken from the Morphin Grid once again. But for that one time, they're back. Like that'd be so cool, Fett. I would love to see that too. Ooh, my neck cracked there. Waspicable! Yeah, boy. Technically, he's still alive. He's not dead, Joe. He just left his planet. He's apparently just a really nice dude. You know, you just don't mess with Waspicable because you get the jabby jab. Thank you for joining us, Joe. Good to see you again, buddy. Hope work was fine. Joe, let me hear this. Would you want Lord Zed coming back or Dark Spectre for Cosmic Fury? Because while Morphing Masters said that Lord Zed, they should be stop him, they could be the reason why Dark Spectre is released by accident. Would avoid a team of psychos, considering they were draining his power. He didn't know that, but he probably would like that. If he could be able to control better. Like he could tap into the Morphing Grid and just go off there, I think he'd be okay with that. Lord Zed also could do his own versions of Psycho Ranger or Corrupted Rangers because he was always making like the Dark Putties, the Dark Rangers, and all these different forms of just evil people being corrupted into Ranger-like forms. It would be a bigger reason as to why. Yeah, no, they go, the Morphing Grid's getting corrupted. We can't let this happen. The Morphing Grid's getting corrupted. They're corrupting Rangers. And they kind of did that early on in Ninja Steel when they had that one villain cross-dimensionally jumping and kidnapping Rangers and turning them to like the cyborg versions. I like that idea, but push further. Give us that darker tale. And you know what? They have started getting on that darker tale, and you can't say they haven't been in the Netflix series here because they weren't afraid to pull their punches on this and that. And there was a few times or references I was going, wow, that they're not afraid to do that. They're not afraid to go to gay and lesbian stuff as such. I was gonna have the full acronym and I couldn't remember. It just escaped my mind into it. They're not afraid to do that. They're not afraid to do wokeness. Give us some darkness. I don't care. Bring that wokeness, but bring me some darkness too, guys. Don't be afraid to go there. It's the kids can handle it. They handled it in the 90s for far darker storylines with suicide bombing, terrorist creatures from Trakina, and other creatures from other series willing to like almost kill somebody. We can do this, guys. Come on, show it. Put that little teen level spread in there. Don't be afraid. Give us what we need, Netflix. Do it. Thank you. I completely brain farted it as I was like, yeah, you need the darkness with the light. And I feel it adds more to the story when you have these characters who are corrupted and forced to like fight. It doesn't have to be corrupted forever, but they could corrupt a different ranger into the monster of the week, and that'd be it. They could just save that or have the monster still be there. If they brought back Psycho Pink, they could, technically speaking, they could, because you saw Psycho Red's chip in Beast Morphers. So they could say they're all still there. Now, Psycho Pink, wielded this sword known as a savage sword that we have no creation myth behind. It was just stuck in a sword like Excalibur, and he was able to do that. But yes, I would lose my mind too, and it would be a brilliant idea too, because there is not another fan who does not go, I love Lord Zed, but I also love the Psycho Rangers. Every time I talk about them, they go, Psycho Rangers? Oh, I love those guys. And they are a great hit to hit on nostalgia, as well as a good plot point to bring back, because they were always coming back, and people would love to see them again. Maybe a new upgraded form, not just monster form, but a new like Super Psycho Rangers. Give me a script, I'll do it. Give me pictures of the Psycho Rangers. I feel like Jane and Joe Jameson right there. Sorry, looking at messages real quick. Yeah, I need to go back through and find out more of the figures. I'm actually going to be going. So I've got a convention this weekend. I went and saw. This last weekend I was at Daytona Comic Con. It was more of a comic fest, but they had some old toys, and that is where I put up the new video where I found this morpher here, guys. It looks like the Samurai Morpher, but I don't think it is. Can anyone make sure to tell us for certain? Can you tell what this is? Is this the Samurai Morpher? There? It says morphing time. It looked like it was. Someone said it was, but I don't know for certain. And I was looking at other figures, and they just had a lot of the stuff that you can order offline. I didn't see any old ones. I saw Goldar, and I probably should have got it, but I thought, well, maybe I'm negotiating it, and I forgot and walked away. I got one this weekend, and then I've got. Let me look at my list here. So I got one this weekend, and then another one next month, and then 2 in November, and then 1 in December. And it does, see, I thought it did, because it looked like it, but it doesn't say anywhere on there at all. Anywhere on there at all, Samurai. And then what really throws me off here is look at the logo right there. That does not look like the Samurai logo at all. And I thought that was like something else. You would have thought it was like one of their sigils they write, but it's not. But I plan to go looking in there. Now, the main one I have in November is Ranger Stop in Orlando, and that is a bunch of Power Rangers there, and I'm going to lose a bunch of money for that one, guys. So we'll see how that goes. Because I would really like to get all. I had given away a bunch of the Psycho Rangers out, and I would love to do that again. But I want to have at least this time an entire collection of certain villains, and I want them to make more villains rather than the '90s villains like the Pig and stuff like that. But all that. Living Water Ministries. Cosmic Fury is going to be in space. It's going to be Super Mega Force based. I know it's going to be in space, but then it could still jump around like they did with Power Rangers in space, where they just kept coming back to Earth for some reason. And I don't see why they wouldn't, because they still have that base there. They just jump around and come back as we hyperdrived to this point looking for Zeto's planet, or we hyperdrive in a call of action to go save this planet from something else there. But that's it. Like, they could there. Now, a Super Mega Force based, I would like it to be like where they call back the Rangers over time, but I don't hopefully like they were doing it for Super Mega Force entirely, because I hate Mega Force with Supreme Passion because the writing was crap. They had such opportunities, and they just went basic. But thank you, Living Water Ministries. I want it to be actual cosmic fury. I want it to be someone screaming in space. In space, no one can hear you scream, but they will, because it's Power Rangers. Yeah. That's all I got there. I would love a Roxy Lightning. What do you mean by that? Oh, but Roxy from Beast Morphers, her evil form. They have like a 6-inch figure, but they don't have any like actual like good figures here. Okay, Lightning Collection. Oh, Roxy Lightning Collection. Gotcha. Now, let's just say this, guys. Not the second form either. The first form. No, I like that too. So Cosmic Fury. What if they do bring back the Psycho Rangers? Because that would be a good nostalgic hit for them to do, and it's something likely to happen. Do you want the same colors, or do you want new colors? Not the same ones we got from the past, but whole new Psychos. Because we've got they have a Green Ranger right now. They could bring back the black. It could be doing so much more. They're carrying over the Dinofury suits with only new suits with Super Mega Force adaptations. We're not getting all of them, only when. Yeah, they say that now, but they can always change their mind. I think that's so that they're going to definitely divide it into Cosmic Fury Season 1, Cosmic Fury Season 2. I think they will definitely adjust as time goes on. I can see them. Forever Red 2. Yeah, I could see that. I would be fine with a story like a storyline of Forever Red is better than Megaforce. Even though that was like one episode, it was still better, and the combat actions of them working together was way better than what we saw in Megaforce. I would be okay with that. I'm fine with them having the same suits or like a little bit of adjustments here and there. But I feel as though if we don't have to get all 12 suits. I just want some new Rangers, get some new blood in there, and get some new writing for Ion. I hate Ion. You guys know how I feel about Ion. And if you're wondering why I don't like Ion, he's a jerk. He's a douche, and he doesn't bring anything to the team besides conflict and not in the good ways. Like, he's like, oh, yeah, haha, I'm funny, but that's kind of it. That I'm fine with. I want a good Legendary War, and it should be good than what we got for Super Megaforce. I mean, if you can bring back Zed back evil, then they can be turned good. I don't want the Psycho Rangers turned good. I want them evil. Good. Your daughter's awesome. Ion, it's not the actor's fault. It's just the writing for him because he's basically he shows up and he's kind of cool when he first shows up. So I'm going to get on an Ion debate because people are probably going, why do you hate him so much? And I had this full explanation why. When he first shows up, he goes, Zato, you aren't meant, I will join the team. I'm a good fighter. But Zato, you can't be leading the team because you led us to disaster. You led to the monsters escaping, and the whole issue here of why our planet was undefended. And yeah, so that was cool. I was like, okay, that's the first time we see a Sixth Ranger not being best friends or a former friend and going, okay, fight against him, and then we go back to that. And then later on, he just turns so whiny after he realizes, like, oh, leadership's hard. I guess, Zato, since, I didn't fully understand what it means to be under a leadership. Oh, man, I'm sorry I knocked your bike on purpose out of the way. I'm sorry I kept doing all these things. I'm sorry I laugh at things when people's jobs are they lose all this stuff in jobs. I don't know. That's just my opinion, but he just always, I'm sorry, and never, I'm going to learn from this, because it says he supposedly learns from it, but he doesn't, in truth. I would not be surprised if Lord Zed brings back every single bad guy, even turning Crone back to Astronema. I would love to see that. Ooh, what if he makes Astronema his Dark Queen? I would like to see that. Like, he goes back and sees like his best things, but he kind of skips over a few and goes like, you would definitely betray me. Or he puts like control collars, like he had one on. That'd be pretty cool. We had an Astronema versus Corone, but imagine her fully up there, coming back. She draws forth a sword. from the saber and just goes, "I'm gonna go kill my evil version." Like we see evil Astrama first, but it's just like a brought back version of like the darkness that was Astrama. Like that'd be so beautiful. And Corone comes out of nowhere, like, who is this evil? And then how'd you get corrupted? And all of a sudden, the pink galaxy ranger comes out of nowhere, slashes down, and fights against herself, and goes, "What's going on here?" We don't know if it's the original Pink Ranger or if it's instead Corone, and then it's revealed it's Corone, and she's like, "How is this possible?" Oh, it'd be so good. Like these are just false phantoms, shades from the nexus of evil or something. That'd be so cool. Yeah, his most evil point. Which, what does that mean? Brought him back from this most evil point? Is that time travel? Because technically, that sounds like time travel. And that's where this is where they, when you ask that, they go, mm. I want to see. I love Lord Zed being the most powerful bad guy ever. I think it really is true, and it should be. But they got to explain what is that most evil point, and how would he go to increase his power? And if he's so strong at this point, why doesn't he just go and strangle the Rangers? We might see him do that, and might terrify them enough, because he almost destroyed a few Rangers if Sloane didn't step in and save and teleport. Well, I think it was his name, Maxie, from out of there. Here's a good question. Do you think the Pink Ranger and the Blue Ranger are going to get together by the end of the series? I would, if he does, it comes back as a memory or an old audio play or as a ghost. Bet you believe that they're going to come back as a couple? You're going to get together as a couple at the very end? Is that a yes for that or a yes for something else? You'd be sad if they don't. Oh, that's true. Well, they all got signed up again, but imagine if they get separated or one gets corrupted. Dun, dun, dun. I'm just kidding. That's probably less likely to happen, but it would be a good, interesting thing like them going on from there. Do you think there'll be a lot of Ninja Steel being shown up, guys? The Lion Galaxy is a good place to start talking about things because it is Cosmic Fury, and we get to see more about the Lion Galaxy, such as Mick's family, as well as the princess or the now queen of the Lion Galaxy. She could come back. We could see KO-35. We could see so much more. Terra Ventura, as I said before. Where would you want to go? What planet would you want to see, or what place would you want to see? Do you want to see, well, Zordon's home planet, Dagobah? Not canon at all because it's not owned by Disney anymore. He joked. I don't think Void King. I think Void King's going to get redeemed. I don't think he's going to sacrifice himself. I liked his character as Void Knight all the way through. In truth, Living, you said that Void Void Zed is the most strongest bad guy. I think Mucus is the most strongest bad guy, and I'll tell you why. Mucus is immortal. You could literally blow her up 12 times to Sunday, and she'll keep coming back. And he just makes you go, how are you not dead yet? She is not turned into her little gelatin like form thing at all. No, she just keeps exploding and coming back, exploding, coming back. Mucus, like not like as cute as a toadstool under a bridge covered in slime. Yeah. You want to see Eltar? Yes, I would love to see what Eltar actually looks like. Or what's the other planet from the Alien Rangers? We could go there too. We could go see the Masked Rider planet, guys. Go back there again. We could go back to the planet where the sort of power was at, guys. Aquitar. There we go, Joe. Thank you. Aquitar and Joe got there. You know the destroyed planet where Serpentera first shows up and starts destroying when they had to do the power transfer sword? And they could go back to that planet and be like looking for things of like artifacts of ancient civilization, and they could find from that same planet had to do connected to the Morphing Masters, which would make sense because of this, and there's another artifact they're looking for there. What do you guys think? Or am I just like grabbing at straws? Which I don't have any straws here. I just drink right from the can. Yum. Where those things on that ship from Lost Galaxy? Where what things were and what and what ship? It was Area 62? Is it Area 62? Because they said Area 52. Huh. Let's see here. I gotta check now. It is Area 62. You guys lied to me. All of you lied. Thank you, Living. Okay. The scary episode. Oh, the monster in the Lost Galaxy? Fed, you're in timeout. I'm just kidding. Do you mean that monster that was like the alien creature that was like just grabbing people and like covering them in webs? Yeah, no, I would love to see more of that. The Lost Galaxy book, bring that thing back. I'm trying to see here. Do we know? Yeah, I don't know. Okay. So yeah, it's definitely Area 62. Thank you, Living again. There is so many different places we could go and see, and they could connect things so much over and over again. They were definitely experimented on in Area 62. We could see Eltar, we could see Aquitar, we could see some of the planets that were brought out there, KO 35. There's just so many places they could go, and I want to see them all. They don't even if they just mention them, I'll be going, I'm so happy. Because that's how I deal with the situation, guys. I am not very professional on live stream. Don't worry, guys, I'm wearing pants. I'm not professional enough. Okay, I've been doing enough talking. What are you guys' questions? Give me some questions, guys. Go ahead and throw me out there. It doesn't have to be technically about this. Well, what I wonder if Orion went back to mining. That's true, and I don't really care. The Mercurians, though, we could go to Mercuria. Huh? Do I think he did? I think he did not, because I don't even care about that character, in truth. I don't remember too much about him. As a Sixth Ranger, he kind of was just there, and I was like, whatever. He's explained that. Yeah, but the Sentai, the Sentai stuff are not the same thing as what's going to happen here, because they're going to apparently change up a lot. So I don't want to compare everything to Sentai. Okay. I don't like, so maybe if they brought back Orion and talked about him more and gave him more of a fleshed out backstory, I would give more craps about him. But any of the Rangers, I really do not care about in Megaforce or Super Megaforce. They just kind of just threw them out there. I cared about Jake and Gia. That was the couple of the week, but that was kind of it. What about you, Joe? What do you think? You're a big Sentai lover, Power Ranger lover. Mega Force Rangers got spoiled. Literally, yeah, no, they did. They literally got everything. And they didn't have to try hard to get it at all. And that what really upsets me. They didn't have to try hard at all to get anything they wanted. And they would go, oh, go say, I'm just a dude in this wall, and I'm just going to give you everything the other Rangers previously had to deal with this monster of the week, but you don't have to earn it reality-wise. You're just going to get it for free. That's kind of the issue with that series. Orion sucks only to the point because he replaced another Sixth Ranger that was kind of more redeemable, that was being built up in the season 1 of Megaforce, and they just kick him aside, and they go, oh, Ryan's the next guy. And I go, who the hell is this guy, and what happened to that? I'm okay if they bring back Orion and redeem his character and give him more storyline, and he kind of like mentors them and stuff like that, and he explains the horrors of the Amara invading his planet, and he doesn't want that to happen again. I'm fine with that. I want to see a Psycho Ranger team up. Yes, definitely living. I think it is possible for the Orion to come back too. Oh, Orion is corrupted, it becomes Psycho Silver, and they make Psycho Silver officially like a Psycho Ranger. That'd be awesome. Bring back Zane, guys. The original Psycho Silver, pretending to be a Psycho Ranger. You know, we talk about villains from the past coming back, but we haven't talked about one who's been there the entire time, was never defeated. Well, I mean, he was defeated, but he always came back. Zanaku. I mean, like, what if he came back, guys? And now it's like they thought he was a villain, but he was actually a good guy the entire time helping them, because he went through this whole change thing with his technical human half. And they went off and just like gone out there. I don't know, like that'd be so great. That'd be so awesome. Zordon's great villain, greatest villain. Are you asking me the question of Zordon's greatest villain? Clearly, the person who nearly killed him twice. Now, Rita was there, but also, what if they made Ivan Ooze canon? They should bring back Piggy and reveal he is the mastermind of this entire time. Piggy. Wait, is Piggy the guy from SPD? The guy who was on Earth during Mystic Force? I don't want his good guy overturned, Zanaku. I want him to come back and the Rangers think he's a bad guy because he's a monster, but he's actually a good person and been protecting something the entire time. That's what I want. Because they need to talk about it. It's a great way to like talk about like they want to be more like awoke and talk about certain things. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be awoke, but like they can use Zanaku as like, hey, like they do Waspico being like they thought every monster and every alien was a bad guy. This is another way of doing like, hey, it's not okay to be like assuming every monster is going to be a bad guy, and that's a good way of redeeming it. I thought right there that like brings Zanaku, who was a former villain, and they can go like, well, he was a villain of the past, and they could bring back the Lost Galaxy, I mean, not the Lost Galaxy, the Wild Force Rangers are going, well, no, he's he's redeemed himself. He's been protecting this place for a long time, and they're going, what do you mean? I'd be great there. What if Piggy was the greatest villain of them all? He was the Jar Jar Binks of it all, setting things up from the behind things. Lord Zed becomes Lord Draken? Lord Zed, if he was able to tap into the morphing grid and he took like a ranger form, that would be awesome. He'd be definitely Lord something else. I don't know. He wouldn't be a Lord. He'd be great in Lord Draken in truth. If he get the heart of a Morphing Master, that'd be awesome. I think the comic relief from Ninja Steel, the bully, I mean the jock and the geek who didn't know anything apparently. You mean those two? Like, what do you mean by together? Like dating or just like still just hanging out as bros together? Dun dun dun. Let's see. Yes, the nerd was in love. Oh yeah, definitely he was in love. But like, you don't take with that much abuse and go, "I'm not in love." Uh, the nerd might be in love, but the jock was oblivious to everything happening around him besides his own ego. Yeah, Ninja Steel could come back easily. We could see that there. Thrax wasn't even adopted; he's just a fanboy. You can't tell me otherwise. Uh, okay. I'm willing to take any questions right now, guys. We are about to hit the 1 hour mark. After this, I'm probably going to go get some dinner and relax for a little bit and then work on a few more videos for this week. I am going to be doing a video for Zeltrax. Anyone else have any sort of requests? Go ahead. Do it now. I'm hitting you up and I'll see if I can get them done this week. I want to do a bunch out. Go ahead. Comment down. Go, 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 go. I'm waiting. I've got my pen ready. Dun 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 dun. Power Rangers Roar. Zato? I don't want to. So I don't want to do any of the Dinofury stuff right now because I'll wait until after their stories done and I can add on later on. Zane. Okay, Zane. There's one. Okay, Fett got Zane. We can do Rangers. We can do monsters. We can do minions. I did one on Piggy once, guys. Joseph, you are my right hand man. I know you're watching. Don't be afraid, guys. Go ahead, put out there. Let me know. The pumpkin. I did the pumpkin wrapper. I might have to redo his image here soon. I'm probably gonna do a bunch of them. I think I did Pudgy Pig, the pumpkin wrapper. I did a few of them. She says I don't know. Tisk, Fett's wife. Wife Fett. Tisk. Trying to think here myself. I know I would tell you when I'm doing Zeltrax. I've got the figure too for Pumpkin Wrapper. So I think I sent you the figure for Pumpkin Wrapper. Okay, give me a season then. If you guys don't know, give me a season. I'll see what I can do to find from there. The most obscure villain or hero, the side character. Come on, Joe. You know you want to do it. You have something in mind. Dun, 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 dun. I'm thinking. Think harder. Think faster. Come on, Joe. There's too much in that mind there. Now, I know people wanted me to do a Tommy Oliver one, but that is a massive video, and I have to like really, really work hard for that one. What about the DC crossover, the comic wise? I have to reread that. That will take a while. I'm gonna reread it entirely and then go through what other people have said and stuff like that. Also, you just realized something. What is that something, Joe? Is that I keep calling you out? Probably. Kegler. Oh, yep. You just realized you want Kegler? Kegler. Okay. I'm actually surprised Christian didn't ask about that one. I have done a video on Scorpino / somebody else, as well as Darkonda, Ecliptor, and I'll work on. I'm assuming you pulled Kegler for the D&D. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to deal with that. I will have a Kegler video. I'll work on that. I'm screwed internally right now. Skull from the Coinless. Ooh, Skull. Coinless universe. Good one, Fett. Good one, Fett. Okay. I think that's a good hour talking about Cosmic Fury and ending up with a good little question of seeing what you guys want to see for the future. On Furio, I do not have one on Furio. That's another good one. Thank you, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already done so. What do I have to do? Do I have to dance? I'm just kidding. I won't dance. I'm not a really good dancer. But have a good one, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or concerns, don't be afraid to do so. I like these live streams, so I'll probably be doing more of these live streams as time goes on. I know that this weekend we are not doing the Power Rangers role-playing game. That will probably be next weekend or the following weekend. It all depends. I will make sure to let you guys know as time goes on. Have a good one, and may the power protect you always, because someone has to.